welcome to tonight's special live stream with Matt from Tint Stuff. We're going to be talking tonight about the coronavirus and how it's affecting us and the industry and our thoughts in regards to that. But before we get started, let's go ahead and talk about some of our sponsors here. This live stream is sponsored in part by Tint Wiz. Tint Wiz is a CRM suite designed for window tinters. From acquisition to invoicing and everywhere in between, you can run your business more efficiently and more profitably with Tint Wiz. Make sure to check them out at tintwiz.com. You can also download it on iOS and Android. Don't forget about your free 30-day trial as well. Let's sign up. All you need is your email and set up a password, and you're set for Tint Wiz. And also to note, Tint Wiz and Eric from Tint Wiz and the guys at Tint Wiz, they are doing free signups. You basically use it until I think it's like 90 days. So so go ahead and check it out, and it is absolutely free to use right now. So that's kind of their gift for what's going on with the coronavirus and everything, trying to get back to the industry. So yeah, this live stream is also sponsored in part by Dry Shrink Prep. Dry Shrink Prep is the healthy alternative to dryer sheets. If you guys are looking and tired of dryer sheets and the negative health non-benefits of it, then go ahead and check out dryshrinkprep.com. Made with 100% all natural ingredients. You can get more information and purchase over at dryshrinkprep.com. Yeah, go ahead and check it out. Lastly, well, not lastly, almost lastly, this live stream is also sponsored in part by Solar FX window films. At Solar FX, yes. At Solar FX window films, their goal is simple: make your car look hotter while keeping your interior cooler. Their automotive window films are manufactured with the most advanced technologies available, which allow them to deliver a broad range of products to meet your needs. From varying depths of warranty coverage and a selection of quality films to choose from, Solar FX is confident they have the film you need to succeed. Check out solarfxwindowfilms.com and find out why they're the fastest growing company in the US. And by the way, that's Tint Wiz, that's Dry Shrink Prep, that's Solar FX. I meant to go ahead and put all three of those in there. So last but not least, guys, this live stream is sponsored in part by you guys. Through the power of super chat and tips, you can go ahead and check that out in the description, in the first line in the description. All super chats will be read up on the screen, and it's actually text to chat now. So if you super chat, you'll hear it. You'll hear the computer basically speak it out. So yeah, a little bit of a change here. So let me go ahead and switch the screen here. I think we're good here. Boom. Hold on. I got to put Matt back on. Matt, are you there?
Hi.
Hey, can you hear me? Everything good?
Yeah, I think so. I don't know. It says it's live streaming now. I'm not using NVenc, so, but it's not dropping frames. So that's good.
I just got a notification on it. For those guys that are watching, Matt and I just had had a weird, oh, did it just drop?
No, text to speech.
Oh, it's saying it to you?
Yep. Looks like we're good.
Oh my God, yours looks so much better than mine.
Oh yeah, there we go.
Hell yeah. I'm going side by side, but I have the super chats. Well, if anything, the super chat's gonna fall like right on top of my face if anything. So
I just spent the last half hour setting this up. We should have tried to do this earlier, and then all of a sudden everything was good to go. Right at 9, click live, error. So had to do like a full hard reset and scramble to get everything going, and it still wasn't working off of NVenc. So, but we seem to be working now off of whatever this is.
Oh my Lana, Matt, you know how I said that mine's like everything's backwards? So I went into the camera and switched it to mirror, so now that everything reads straight, but now I'm on like left 1/3 instead of right 1/3. So it's like all that work we did. Now I'm opposite. Okay. Is it messing up your screen or no?
It probably started a new YouTube event for me though. So let me.
I just got the notification.
Let me see. Well, that's good. So maybe it wasn't long enough. I don't even know what I'm at on my channel. This is just all like, hey, we're doing this, whatever this is.
Right.
I see yours on when I go to my YouTube. Let's see, where's YouTube Studio? It's always weird looking at my own live streams. Like when I go to like the YouTube Studio app while I'm live, it doesn't show it for me. It's always a challenge to try and find my own live feed. It's really annoying.
Yes, I completely agree. For those
Like,
guys that are watching, Matt is actually live streaming from his YouTube channel, and I am live streaming from my YouTube channel. So if we're both talking at the same time, or maybe he's talking to his chat and I'm talking to mine, that's why. So just to let you guys know what's going on.
it kept the title, so that's good, and then it just put a generic thumbnail. So I wonder if I can change that. Yeah, so we're doing that, and then it's also restreaming to Facebook and yeah, the Facebook page, and then Twitch, and then Twitter.
Nice. The most platforms I've ever been on, easily.
Yeah, right. All right,
Let's see. Quick shout outs into the chat here. Jaybird in the house. What's going on, guys? Jaybird says hi, Matt. Jason, what's going on?
up,
You tint
Jay?
the screen. There we go. What's that? Just seeing other people. Z Customs, what's going on? Peter Blues, what's going on, baby? Day and night window tinting, what's going on? Hey, Mike says hi. And we're back. Yeah.
My
What's going on?
my thumbnail is bigger than 2 megabytes. Come on.
It's too big.
So I have that one screenshot, but for whatever reason, it's telling me it's over 2 megabytes, so it's not uploading to this. But it was working for the other one, so dude, I don't know.
So bear with us, because we literally a lot of this was inspired by Eric. You know what I mean? I saw him talking about it, and Matt and I were on the phone today because we literally were like Matt's like one of my favorites in my phone. Like we actually talk. We're actually friends, right? So like him and I were having this conversation about the coronavirus and how it's affecting us. And like amidst the conversation, I'm like, stop talking. Let's live stream this. How do you feel about that? So like literally on the way home, me driving home, I think he was driving home, and we decided to do this. So that's the story.
Yeah. So here we are. We're live. Hopefully everything looks good. It looked like it was stuttering on my end, but probably because I have like 6 different video.
That's probably what it is. Like I have no drop frames, but I'm literally only going to YouTube.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. I think it looks better. Sometimes it was a little bit choppy, but like I also had like a preview window going too, so I stopped that. So we should be okay.
Copy that. Yeah, I have like OBS, and in the corner I have YouTube, which I should probably get rid of.
What's up, Tint Wiz? Tint Wiz is here.
Oh.
Noah, hey man. Ken, Atomic, Rondo, Carrie's here too.
Hey, Carrie.
Sunny. Oh, thanks, man. Sunny says the stream and voice quality is amazing. Patrick is choppy. I think you're okay now. Seen it sometimes, but
he goes up and down.
It comes back, so I apologize.
If you guys are having problems listening to Matt's stream, you guys can go over to Patrick Latman on YouTube. You can go ahead and subscribe for crystal clear audio.
Point, right? Like if you want to see me in true quality, go to my stream. This is good. This is good. I'm sitting here. The garage is getting colder now when I have my coffee.
Yeah, I have the fan going on back here, and it's 80 degrees in this office.
Because it's 80 degrees down there,
so
and
hot.
It's fucking 40 degrees here.
Okay, so what's going on? What have you been doing the last couple of days with this whole coronavirus thing?
Not a whole lot, mainly just staying in. So things have been gradually shutting down, and I'm sure everybody has been seeing the same things in their area. So it really didn't affect my tint work very much. Probably this week is the first week when it really took a sudden slowdown, because last Friday even I was busy. I had like a bunch of sets of doors and a couple full cars to do, and then came in today and we actually did have a full car. It was a pretty flaky appointment, but it ended up showing up. Then we had a couple of doors, and then just everything else you can just see. It's like driving on like a holiday, like Christmas morning or something everywhere. It's just, there's nobody out anywhere. Very few at the grocery stores, even, for the most part. It's just completely slowed down here.
Yeah, and Matt is up north, just outside Detroit. That's accurate? Yes.
Yeah, Detroit-ish area. That's the biggest city around here. And then I'm in a pretty densely populated area, so whenever we go out, like there's usually decent traffic everywhere. So rush hour gets crazy around here, and when when rush hour hits now, it's just easy driving still.
Just normal.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah. So it took a major dive.
oof. Florida's pretty much the same way. Like we're not as bad as New York and California, where like Eric is in California and they are in full shutdown mode, right?
Yeah.
And I think that the governor of Florida has been talking about how he doesn't want to shut down or go into a statewide shutdown because it's just going to be so detrimental to the economy and trying to get back on that. But I mean, just like
Right.
you said, listen, I live on the northwest side of Tampa, over the bridge, and you guys can take a look on a map if you really want to. But if you are on the southeast side of Tampa, you better get on the highway by 3:30, or else you're going to be in traffic the whole damn time. And it was a trip the other day. I had to go to a school in South Tampa, and I left at like 4:30, where I should have been in traffic for at least an hour and a half, and it was green lights all the way. It was really, really eerie, really eerie.
Ooh. Tint Wiz said full shutdown. I don't even go out and get coffee anymore.
Oh my land.
That, that's when you know it's real bad. When like Starbucks is like, when you can't go get your coffee.
That's crazy. Yeah,
Dude, I feel you on that one.
we still have drive through.
Armando says actually that people are already getting laid off with no pay. He's in Cali.
Oh, it's brutal in
That
Cali.
really sucks.
Brutal.
I mean, I think I was on the phone with you
Mhm.
when you told me they shut down all the bars and like nightclubs in Florida, just like that, right? So everybody had a job, and then all of a sudden you're not legally allowed to come into work.
Yeah, like
That's insane.
the serving industry, the bar industry, the nightlife industry, and that's massive, especially in Miami. Like nightclub, I mean, that's people's livelihoods. Nightclubs and such. It's just like, yeah, you're like completely done with that. And
Right.
I found it was interesting. I found out today, and I told you this when I found out, is that window tint is categorized under automotive repair. So we are technically an essential business, so we can continue to work if we want to work.
Right.
The problem is, like how do you feel? Where's the difference?
This is
Here's the thing.
It's a good question because I heard it earlier. You don't want to shut things down. You see a lot of people that are taking a step back too. They say it's the right thing to do. Um, I see, everybody's kind of on that fence, like, hey, I don't want to shut down, especially when they have employees and they fall under that category of automotive repair in their state, and they can still do it. As soon as I heard the statewide shutdown, I messaged Tony over at Symbol. That's where I was tinting today, and he said they fall under automotive repair because they're a glass shop. And he was open. It's illegal to drive around here with a cracked windshield. So yeah, that one actually makes a lot more sense to me. But window tinting is definitely that gray area where it's not. I wouldn't consider it a necessity, but the necessity portion is trying to do what you can to also make a living, because it's very uncertain what's going to be happening for any type of income in the meantime. And that's what's got so many other people freaked out too. So I'm I'm of the position that if you're being very cautious about what you're doing, I don't think it's that impactful. You have cars coming in, like my appointments have been light. I've been extra careful, when you talk about like the points of contact, you talk about door handles, keys. I'm in and out of the interior some. Um, but overall, if it's sitting, it depends on the surface that it's sitting on. But it like, as long as it's not an instantaneous point of contact and it's got a chance to basically die while sitting on a surface, like it's only got so much living time. I think as long as you're taking proper precautions, we're not like, in a restaurant interacting with people all day. We're literally with the car, and we're spraying soapy water, and we're taking cleaning precautions and stuff. So overall, I still think it's okay.
Yeah, see, that's where I was like, some people find it as an ethical problem. Like
Yeah.
I was talking to David Reed from Signature Glass. He was on with Eric earlier during the six man Tint Wisdom, which was really cool.
Hmm.
And he was telling me he's shut down, right? And
Yeah.
I told you, I mean, he did something like 3 million in auto, last year, the year before. He's got like 5 auto guys. Like he does serious flow, and ethically he's shut down. But he was saying how there's guys down the street that are still working. Now
Right.
I don't know if they're working under the automotive repair essential business side, whether you're able to or unable to, or feel like it's ethical, or but I feel like I'm with you, right? Because I don't have a business that's making 3 million a year. I don't have the luxury to or the nest egg to just stop working, right?
Right.
No.
Yeah, exactly. That's where this really takes a turn. So if you've had the chance to establish yourself and almost use this as vacation time, like it's a rough way to say vacation time. But if you have that set up, then I probably would be a little bit more inclined to take advantage of it. You have that peace of mind. Like me personally, I'm not as nervous because of what I've built up on the sides. But a lot of people depend on just tinting. But in today's economy, you really have to do your best to diversify, even from window tinting. But there's absolutely no way anybody could have seen this getting this bad this quickly and just cross your fingers. Like the part that really hit home was like when servers were told, "Hey, you can't come in," because that's very much, my oldest brother is a server. It's very much a paycheck to paycheck type of job. Depending on what your living situation is, you have some more leeway, but people have families, people have whatever it was, and then with no warning, they're told they can't do anything. So it's yeah,
It's
it's rough.
hard, and it's weird because no, it's not weird, but let's like the people in the restaurant industry or nightclub industry. That's it. They got no income, but there are
Yeah.
some people that and they're trying to like push the stimulus package through, but there are some people that are working from home,
Mm.
not having a financial impact, actually saving a little bit, right? Because now they're not spending money on gas, they're not spending money going out and eating and buying food takeout or eating lunch out, and they might qualify for the stimulus package, which means they're going to now make more money than they did before. So I mean, there's a lot of people on both sides of the fence, in regards
Yeah.
to that. I mean, it's yeah. I mean, you hit it on the head when you're like, it did hit so fast and so
Yeah.
aggressively. It's like
Hmm.
out of blue. One week I'm getting tattoos done, and I'm worried about how my tattoo's healing. And the next thing I know, I'm like, holy shit, I got an open wound on my arm, and there's a serious virus coming around. Like that's not a good thing.
Right. Yeah, it's crazy how fast it hit. And there's nothing that you could have done, out of the norm really to prepare for it. Um, there's never been anything like this. So I don't know if there's really a great answer for what you can even tell people to do, because like, you kind of need to do what you need to for yourself. But at the same point, you don't want to have an effect on others, and that's what I've been seeing from a lot of people. There's still some people going out and about, because you still have to go get food, you still have to go get essentials. So that's, trying to cut that down as much as you can is really a good thing to do. And I'm only tinting right now two, maybe I yeah 2 days a week. This week, last week was 3 days. But so I'm only tinting 2 days this week. So that's kind of minimalized a little bit more what I normally do. But I think that's really because the other place that I'm tinting at probably shut down at this point. I haven't even talked to them. So
Are you willing? Let's say that Michigan goes through a statewide shutdown. Are you willing
yeah.
to like go mobile and go to people? Do they have garages is up there? It's like I don't know.
Well, I mean, we are at that shutdown point because I don't think they can shut it down anymore that they have now, other than telling people it's illegal to be on the road.
Right.
But I think that would put people in a panic. I don't think they can do that. Um, so yeah, I mean, I think that I still would be fairly comfortable going to a place in tinning if I absolutely had to. Again, like there's precautions that you can take. It's most from what I've read. I don't want to be 100 on this, but it seems to be heavier droplets. So like if somebody sneezes, it falls pretty fast. So for the most part, if you're at least cautious and not wiping your face and stuff, you should be okay. I don't know how small that can get and how long it can stay in the air. But yeah, I think I would be okay going to somebody's house and doing a car or whatever. I'd probably I don't really even know if I would intentionally minimalize it. I think it's just everybody's doing that. So it's like, even if you try and pick up a lot of business, I don't even think you necessarily can. Not a lot of places. Some people have. I've been reading chat too. Some people are saying that they've still been fairly busy and whatnot, but it seems to be not the norm.
That's, and I brought that same thing up. I said I saw a couple articles, a couple posts, how shops are talking about how they're taking safety precautions, more safety precautions, dropping off their cars in lock boxes so they don't even meet people. They're doing their invoices over the phones or over, over email and invoices, stuff like that, so they don't physically have to be there. They're steam cleaning before for the installers, so obviously the installers don't get sick by anything, but then they're steam cleaning afterwards so that the client feels comfortable and better. That, would you? I don't know.
The funniest part about all this, I don't mean to laugh too much, but I've never seen automotive shops be so sanitary in all my life. Everybody is literally doing that every time. They're going over to a hand sanitizing station, wiping off their hands, picking up keys with towels or rags, and like making sure those go in a basket. Like, they're being super careful with everything that they do. Everybody is absolutely terrified of getting it themselves along with others. So I don't think I've ever seen such a group effort to pull together on anything in like an automotive shop. So if other places are anything like they are in my area, then people, even though they're working minimally, they're doing a really good job, I think, anyways.
Yeah, and that's the point where I gotta go. It's because it's like, oh, you got to make money, right? I mean, you have to make, because the bills are going to continue.
Yeah, it has not been like, they haven't put a nationwide, like to landlords, they said, hey, nobody's going to be paying rent this month. Your regular bills, they're still going to happen. They've talked about some government subsidies or whatever. But it's really like, people are just flat out losing a month of income. And then after the recommended amount of time takes place, then I guarantee you it's not just going to go back to the way it was instantaneously. There's a lot of businesses and a lot of people that are being affected by this just completely out of the blue. And they're pretty much like, hey, you can try unemployment. And like, I hope, like, you should be okay. But
it's a lot of people.
I don't know.
A lot of people. That's all. Yeah. I mean, there was the unemployment law, and I mean, people filing for unemployment is through the roof. Like, just in the state of Florida, you can pick up a weapon, a gun or a rifle or shotgun, anything like that. It's literally one phone call, a background check. It takes maybe 3 minutes, maybe. Yeah. Now that same process is taking over 5 hours. Wow. It's just because people start hoarding and they get weapons and ammunition and things like that. But it's like, I just read in chat, somebody said they got tested and they're at home on quarantine. But the thing too that's a little interesting about all the testing is I heard today on a nationwide live stream on YouTube, it was the vice president speaking, because they have their task force that is on this. They were telling people, don't go to get a test, and don't tell people to go get a test unless they're exhibiting heavy symptoms. So that even in and of itself makes this way more difficult, because I don't know, do I have it? Maybe. We'll see in 14 days or whatever if I actually do. But then when I went to go get groceries, I could have picked it up then. And then I can't go get a test to even be sure or not if I have it. And then if you have it, don't go to a hospital, just stay at home anyway. Like, it's all just... It's still rough how they're handling it too. Are you taking any precautions when you leave? Like let's say you go to the grocery store. Like when I go to the if besides work and home, I'm literally wearing gloves and a mask. Like
I
I'm the
haven't been
crazy person.
wearing a mask. But I mean, we're just like the social distancing, and then we're using hand sanitizer every time we like get back to the car or whatever, and we're just being cautious on what we touch.
Right.
For the most part, that that's the extent of it for the most part. Like if there, I think everybody is extra careful on coughing or sneezing in public too right now. And I think if you were like in the middle of a grocery store and you like absolutely had to sneeze, it would be like setting off a bomb or something. Everybody would just fucking clear real quick.
Everyone freaks out and just
Yeah,
moves.
yeah.
Just
So
moves.
like I haven't heard anything in a line at a grocery store. Everybody's just been like quiet to themselves and like eyeballing everybody else a little bit with some caution. Nobody trusts anybody right now.
No.
It's like one of those, I don't know. I feel like this is a game from like being younger, as you know, figure out who the murderer is or something like that. Everybody's just being all like wide-eyed and shit.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, like you said, I don't know, you know, even when this is over, let's just say everyone goes back. I mean, there's a good portion of the population that haven't worked since, and then there's a good portion of the population that hasn't been affected at all financially, not like health wise or anything else like that. So it's like you don't know. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't, a good chunk of people I don't think are just gonna have the money to go back out and do what they thought. I think there's those cases right now where like, so around here we have the big three and they were told to shut down. Or they did shut down. I don't know. They got a lot of pressure and they shut down. But those are salary employees. And I could see where a lot of those types of people would have an income still.
Right.
And then now they just have time to kill. So those extra things that they wanted to get done, now they can get them done if those places are open, but they're still going to do it with some caution. But for, you know, regular workers that don't have that type of income, you know, you're going to see some pick up and some drop off. I mean, we're in the, right now, this should be the busiest time of the year for every tint shop. And so you might still see like that kind of pick things up a little bit as it drop off. But overall slow. Yeah. When things bounce back, like, I don't know. It's going to be interesting. Nobody can predict it entirely, but I think it's going to be a little bit of a slow start again.
Yeah, and for those guys that don't know, Matt and I are essentially doing this. Unbeknownst to each other, really. Like Matt and I are doing essentially the same exact thing. We've both have invested time. Matt set up an entire studio in his garage, is set up with cameras all over the place, lighting to be able to live stream, take cars. He's got a name, and you know the whole nine. You know me, I did a brand build. I bought a brand new van, brand new.
Let's
2020,
pick the best time. Economic crisis.
Right?
Let's go. Let's start a tent business, right?
Oh my Lana, it's like and here's the thing too with window tinters, it's like you got to get the getting when the getting is good, because it's really good when it's really good, but it's feast or famine. So when it's really good, you have to put your nuts away for the winter. So if it never gets really good, then what do you do by the time winter comes?
Yeah,
you know?
That's where, like, I mean, I think there's going to be a lot more people that start picking up tinning right now. Just like you got some spare time now, you're going to start looking online for an extra side hustle. And like, so I actually think our channels overall might do better from this. Entertainment overall is doing much better. People are watching way more video right now because they just have,
because everyone's stuck at home. Everyone's stuck at home. For more window tinting tips and tutorials, go ahead and check out our channels. Donations are much appreciated. No, I'm just kidding.
Right. But yeah, I don't know. It's all just taking a turn. So
it's a little scary. The old lady was scared. She's like, what are we gonna do? I mean, it was a little bit of relief finding out that the window tint is considered under the essential businesses. So it's like, if I really need to, I can just kind of grind it out. But I have to like play that angle, because I don't think people are gonna go with the exception of today was weird. Like today we had more cars than we typically do, but like it's been dead. It's been so dead that the owners were talking to us about, because we have two guys that are auto and we have like a half dozen flat glass guys, right? So we were talking about like there was really like one or two cars coming in. That's way, I mean, with two tinters we knocked those out in 45 minutes, and we an hour and a half total for both cars, and we're there for 8 hours. You know, it's those like
Right.
a lot of twiddling around. So I mean, they were talking about sending one of us to do more flat and other stuff, and heck, even conversation came up about if it's that slow, we might have to shut auto down. And I'm like, Jeezel,
Yeah.
can't do that.
Dana Reyna says, "Be like the Filipinos. Midst of tragedy, always seem to be happy and positive." Yeah, it's true. I know my wife's family. They're in a smaller town, like 5 hours north of the main city, in the Philippines, and they're only allowed to go out to groceries once a week. Like they're on a hard lockdown.
From coronavirus?
So what?
From the coronavirus?
Yep.
Wow.
Yep. Everybody's being affected everywhere. So some countries are being even more strict than others for sure. So that's where this really gets even crazier than that. Somebody also asked, would this pandemic and economic crisis be the new modern day Black Plague and Great Depression? I'd say, yeah, on some level, we've never had any type of global shutdown like this. Um, not in any recent time for sure. So the whole plague, we have an interesting way of trying to fight it. There's been advancements in medicine, but like you hear the same thing, like they don't have a cure for this disease. It's really just try and weather it out. So there's things that we can do, but like, yeah, this is, you're definitely seeing history in the making here with what's going on. There's never been anything like this. So it's weird to kind of look at current times like history, but yeah, for sure. I'd say this is definitely up there.
Oh, and here's the thing too, is that people say that recessions happen once like every 8 years or so, and the last
Yeah.
one was the last big one was in '08. You know, and
Yeah.
I hear people like Gary V. I hear people like, I don't know about, not Tony Robbins, but you know, more financial inspirational speaker type people. They're
Yeah.
you know, they're like, everyone's been in business after '08 and everyone has seen nothing but good times, and then what are you going to do when you see bad times? Like,
Right.
because the bad times
Very
are going to
true.
come, and window tinting is not recession proof. It might be an essential business, but
Yeah, not entirely. It's definitely not recession proof. It'll slow down. The one caveat or the one, like, I guess silver lining to it is it seems like some people with little to no money end up getting window tint regardless.
right.
If they have like a couple $100 to spend, they want to get their windows tinted, and then you got richer people that'll still get window tint because they're, you know, a little bit more recession proof than others. But yeah, a good amount of middle class and whatever else, you know, you're going to see a lot of that business dry up. The more, I'd say, I guess, sensible people that like have the responsibilities and stuff.
Right. Jeezel.
So
I'm gonna be that's that's one of the last things I have. I finalized the Google My Business for Sun Solutions. That just has to wait to be approved. Got the van, I got the film, I have pretty much everything, and
yeah.
I mean the only thing was advertising, and then I was trying to hold off, and I've been, you know, contemplating it for the last like 3-4 days, because I don't want to pull the trigger and like no one can go out, right? Or people are scared of someone coming to their home, and you know, and how do you approach that, and a number of different things. So I think I'm going to push forward with it, especially because the shop, my shop was just, I don't want to say that they were, you know, just trying to shut down the auto and that was it, and kind of kick me to the curb, because I've been there for a few years now already, 3 years last Friday actually. But I mean, when the purse strings are tight, you know, there are sacrifices that need to be made, and you know, and if I can alleviate some of that pressure for them by being able to do my own thing, like, you know, on the slower times, the Monday, Tuesdays, Wednesdays, or whatever, you know, that might be, you know, advantageous for both parties, I guess.
Yeah. I'm reading a couple of things in chat here too.
Yeah, I'm trying to
Somebody was
watch.
asking, does window tint really fall under essential businesses? From what I understand, it falls under automotive repair, and that is considered an essential business. So, if your car breaks down, you need to get it fixed. Here, if you have a cracked windshield, you can get pulled over. So you have to get that fixed. I mean, you have semi trucks and stuff like that. Those are essential. So those things need to get running. So automotive, I guess, is really essential. So
If
that's
you
the silver lining with it. I mean, there's an argument for it that it's definitely not an
not
essential
right,
business.
right.
I mean, as much as we like to think that it is as tinners, and we don't want it to be. I mean, if somebody didn't get their windows tinted immediately when they drove the car off of the lot, I mean, chances are they can still drive it a little while longer without it. So,
Yep,
but it's
yep.
just one of those, like, you just sneak in there.
My play before I even found out that it was that if I had to go work mobily and I'm like taking the risk of going out there and whatnot, and my play was is that window film is it's approved by the Cancer Association, and there's UVA and UVB inhibitors and all kinds of other stuff that are beneficial. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So have you ever seen Deadpool 2? No, I asked you
Yeah.
this. I think what was his name? Remember when he was putting the team together? That guy with the mustache, just the average guy,
Mm-hmm.
and he had a line in there that said, "This Cage guy might be bad, but he hasn't killed as many people as melanoma," and he's like putting sunscreen on. That's the dumbest. That's the dumbest thing. But I was thinking about that. I'm like, coronavirus might be bad, but it hasn't killed as many people as melanoma. I'm like, I don't know if that would get me by or not, or get me arrested. So
Right. Yeah, it's I mean, it's just yeah, there's definitely a lot behind that.
I have to like pay attention to my chat here. It's going crazy. They're
So
having
I'm looking up something too that was pointed out. Philip says the virus can survive up to 2 days on certain surfaces, and I'm looking up what those surfaces are.
24 hours on cardboard. So if you
24
guys are
hours on
yeah,
cardboard.
if we get packages from like Amazon or anything else like that, I tell the old lady to open the package outside, leave it outside wear gloves or something like that. Get the contents out and leave the box outside. Either that or leave the box out there for 24 hours and then come back and get it. But someone might steal it because people are desperate.
So I saw a couple things like stainless steel being a lot longer, stainless steel, and there was another one, but I just want to make sure before I say something. 24 hours on cardboard and up to 3 days on plastic and stainless steel. Ooh, plastic's definitely a big one.
Stainless steel. Well, plastic. Car parts are made of plastic, aren't they?
Yeah. Oh yeah, a lot of them. But
Or
there's coatings too to that, and like there there's probably varying degrees on different car materials, but knowing that it's longer on like plastics and stainless steel and stuff like paint,
would you change your
a lot of them are painted surfaces too. So that's something that's up there. But being that it's longer on metals, it's 72 hours on cardboard, 24. I guess it depends on where. So I'm reading some things that are like posted 3 or 4 days ago. So I'm sure there's much more information that is coming out.
That's the obnoxious thing too.
Today
Like
versus yesterday too.
people on Facebook, like I have a very, very, very small friend like circle on Facebook. Like I have less than 400 people on Facebook. Like some people have like thousands, right? But like every asshole turns into like the everyone's a doctor and apparently like a sterilization expert now and all kinds of other shit. I'm like, stop. I'm done. I'm done. Let me go back to tinting.
Yeah, that's where all this there's been lots of misinformation too, mixed in with all of this. So I mean, the air is definitely, everybody's scared and telling everybody to stay indoors and just be very cautious. So I definitely respect that.
Right.
And it's just that tough gray area of what happens after it's been hanging around and then this quarantine lifts. I mean, we flattened the curve some, but there's all of a sudden could be a huge influx of people interacting together that are all excited to get back to work and think everything's back to normal. I hope that's not the case, because then that's where you could see a huge boom, because we've been overprotective right now and it hasn't had a chance to spread a whole lot in the meantime. So it's like I'm no expert on this, and you know, this is just a heavy topic.
Right, right. We're just two tinters, just talking about this. You know
I
what
mean,
I
I
saw?
spray baby shampoo on everything.
Right? Would you change your processes when tinting? Like, would you throw gloves on? Can you tint with gloves on? Would you put a mask on?
Yeah, there's people that tint with gloves on.
Would you do
I
that
don't.
now, or would you
I
just
think that would
want to
help with
sanitize?
you contracting it a little bit, because it's on the gloves, and as long as you're careful of what you touch with the gloves. But the problem would be points of contact, right? So if I touch something with a glove that's on a surface, and then I take that glove over to somewhere else, it's still gonna like wipe it everywhere, right?
More for like protection for yourself. Would you?
Yeah, it would be more for protection for yourself. I haven't, but I'm spraying everything with soapy water and shit. But again, I've been using hand sanitizer a lot. I've been trying to stay cautious from what I can, but
If you guys
I
had
don't
any
know. I
questions,
don't have a great answer for that. I'm reading chat some too.
yeah, no
but
worries. Matt and I have just been talking, but if you guys have any questions here in the live stream, feel free to write it down in the chat. And then if you guys want to ask Matt anything, I think this might be the first time that you and I are like side by side in a live stream, I think, ever, right?
Besides certified tinner ones.
Oh yeah. We don't talk about
On your shirt.
oh, we don't talk
You're like,
about
oh
that.
yeah, that thing.
That
Oh wait,
thing.
it's right here.
Remember that one time? Damn it. Subscription based models. God, we banked on that.
they can work, but they're a tough sell.
Tough sell.
The hardest part is video, because I mean, if people start placing that and comparing it to like Netflix and stuff like that, but it's different than that. But in general, like there's so much information out there. It's a tough sell.
Yeah, you bring up Netflix too. I was Netflix like will put up like their top 10 trending videos. Just I didn't even know that they did that, but they do. So it'll have like either top 10 or 9 or something. Number 9 last week was Outbreak.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I'm a part of it. Like a little buddy's got a server and he adds movies to it, and then it was just like adding pandemic movie after pandemic movie. It's like the
People can't
pandemic.
Get enough.
Oh shit! Wait.
Uh-oh.
I got a super chat.
Uh-oh.
Cool.
Are you moving over for it?
With a $10 super chat. Thank you so much.
Nice. Good job, $10 super chat. Who was that?
That was Dana Arena.
Oh.
Dude, thank you. I really appreciate that.
Very nice. Very nice.
But yeah, it's funny how like pandemic and all that, like that's now the hot topics and stuff like that. So I'm sure like, you even have movies like Bird Box and whatnot that's kind of got that vibe to it, would all probably doing well. And like it's weird to see what industries have like surged because of this. So like I said a little bit earlier, live streaming. So Twitch has a big user base boom.
Because everyone's staying home and watching.
Yep. Ooh, we got another one.
Uh-oh.
I love those car noises that go along with
Gosh,
it.
I don't have it up.
With another $10 super chat. Thank you.
Very nice.
Dude, that's awesome.
Yeah, like I said, I switched the super chat over, so now you'll hear it where it'll say whatever you're writing. So
go super chat, Patrick.
Well, I'm just curious. I just want to make sure that someone doesn't say suck ass or something obnoxious, that you see on those videos.
I get so much shit in my comments. I really don't care if somebody puts it on screen either.
God, what was my favorite? That was my favorite one. That one guy. Oh
yeah, I unpinned it.
No, why?
Well, okay,
it was amazing.
The reason I did was because it was like I almost wanted to show other people, because it's like it's nonstop comments on that video that they want me to. It's like use a drill bit, use a drill bit, do this, do that, and like it's like read the other comments. There's 1,000 of those. But then there was like a bunch of Chinese companies that were still sending me. We got another one. Hang on, I gotta unmute it. Oh wait, no, it should be good. Give it 1 second. There goes.
Vroom. I can't hear it on my end.
Yeah, it's on the. Oh wait, what? Did it not go? Oh, I think it did. I hope it did.
Next time we do this, like it gave me the option to add my computer sounds to this, and I said yes. So you're gonna hear it if anything. What
Oh,
did he
okay.
say? Z Customs. He's reading off. He's getting super chats on his live stream. So he's like when he does that, certain things pop up. If you guys saw the Benster 077 right here, this will pop up every time a sub comes up. Also pops up whenever a super chat pops up, and then other stuff.
When a super chat.
Right. What's it? Someone had say.
Let's see. Diamond says, "Bro, that was for sure a Ken Bell supercharger and a Cobra." It was the. I couldn't tell you exactly what the engine was, but it was the Dodge Demon engine.
Marinus
that was a
Decker, what's
drive-by
going
that
on, man?
Demon.
Welcome. I think Decker's all the way from Germany. I forget. Marinus, it's been a while, man. What's going on, brother? I had Blootbot ask a question. He says, "Hey, if you guys get shut down, why don't you guys do some Twitch streaming?" That's
Twitch streaming. I technically am.
technically
right
he
now.
is.
So yeah, this is actually a perfect opportunity to like go hard on video and live streaming.
Yeah, right.
I kind of wish that it wasn't on like my own car.
Right. What can you do, right? What can you do? Hey, quick
But
question. Someone before we move on, someone wants to know what the comment was that was pinned. And what the can you explain? Can you give that story out because it was hilarious? It really was one of the best. Oh, and another one.
another one,
Oh.
$5 from Dana Reina, dude. He loves setting the car noises off.
Super duper
Sorry,
chat.
what was that? I was listening to my car noise.
No, Holland. There it is. Holland. Can you go over the story and what the guy said? Because someone was asking in the chat like what was the comment that was pinned. Do you remember? Can you tell that story real quick?
Oh, yeah, I want to bring it up.
Oh, it's the very best.
Of
the very worst.
If I can find it, it might be buried. Oh yeah. But I was saying I unpinned it and pinned another one because I've gotten probably about 15 to 20 emails from other Chinese companies that want me to review their backup mirrors and stuff like that since that video, because it's easily the biggest mirror video like that of its kind.
Right.
So that brings in a huge influx of messages for that. And it's like, I don't want to do another one. It's like, it was completely just because I needed one. That's why I did it. And then it blew up. But
RCO, yeah. Thank you. What's going on? Thank you very much. Appreciate it, brother.
Let me see if I can find it, but no guarantees yet. It was a good one though.
Wait, let me see if you can hear me. Can you hear me right now?
But so the reason why I pinned, like, it was one of the most hateful comments that I've ever gotten.
Real nasty.
But it made me laugh really hard, and that's why I pinned it. And also, kind of taken the position of, I've been getting shit on YouTube ever since I started posting videos. It doesn't matter. You're always going to get it from people. But they're the ones watching, and they're the ones commenting, and you can keep doing you, and you don't need to let them, affect you really. So pinning that in the way is like, you almost wear it as like a badge of honor. It's like somebody's like has that much passion and hate to like spew out on your channel. It's just like, you watched my video. Thanks, dude.
Appreciate it.
That's like the whole point of it, really. It's like you're trying to put out content to get exposure and views and whatever. And depending on how people take that, like, you want nicer things said, of course, but that's not always going to be the case. Let's see. Oh, every time I drag my mouse over, I notice it starts going on my live chat. Like,
oh, it does?
Yeah. Or it starts going in the OBS
box
window.
Oh.
I'm seeing if I can find it. Yeah, I don't know, but we can cover something else in the meantime.
Yeah. The quick and the short is that this guy had like a real nasty comment that was just like the most toxic comment I heard ever.
Yeah, it was great. I'll have to find it. I got so many comments on this video. It's got over 1 million views now.
Oh, really?
It's up to
nice.
up to 1,090,000.
Nice. Don't you get that steamroll, that momentum going?
Yeah, but I got to do it on a bunch of meme videos. like that's the only part that really kills me is like it's fun to goof around like that. That video was a lot of fun to make. Um, but one, I couldn't, like, if I did it on something else, like, you know, you don't know if another video is going to do that well. But you know, I could do a handful of them for fun. And even when you start going down that area, like, you get a big boost of people, but is it really, uh, you know, like the content on the rest of the channel is something entirely different from that. So I think there's room for it, but in like small doses,
A little bit here and there.
a little bit here or there, just to like goof around and have some fun. Because I really just did that because I thought some subs would enjoy like my weird humor on it. And
Bluebot,
then,
thank you very much for joining, brother. Appreciate it. Have a good one. Feel better.
but yeah, like people just, you know, some people thought it was really funny, and then a lot of like strong emotions came out of that. It's got still got 14,000 likes to one almost 2,000 dislikes, so it's got a fairly strong on the dislikes ratio. But
You can tell the
it was
people that have like
enjoyable.
anger issues when like they're getting so annoyed that they hate comment you about about the screw keep falling off. Dink,
I
dink,
know.
dink.
I got comments about being a millennial and how I can't work with my hands and whatever else. That was pretty ridiculous. Eddie asked, "Hey Matt, how did you think the window tint clinic went? I thought it was awesome to be able to go. Oh, you went, dude! It was awesome. It was great to have you. The yeah, yeah, I actually want to talk about the tint clinic for a little bit.
Yeah.
So that was crazy. We had 13, no, sorry, 12, 13. Yeah, we had 13 people. And from what they told me, they intended on only having 12. They picked up an extra one because they thought somebody might drop out right near the end. Nobody dropped out. Everybody showed up. We had people come out from Texas. We had people come out, I think, from California, Michigan, like just kind of all over the US. And it was just a lot of fun. It was exhausting, but it was a lot of fun too. That first day, we were really trying to get our groove for like handling that many uh, people and like figuring out, you know, like just giving, you know, everybody had to go through some adjustments trying to figure out. It's like, okay, what are we doing? We got a bunch of cars here. We had like a Tesla Model 3. We had an Infinity. We had a Cadillac, like CTS, like a new one. And these were customer cars. And then we had two or three other employee cars that were there that kind of offered them up as like a, like, here, you can practice on it, but please don't destroy my own personal car.
For people that don't know, Matt, can you tell them what you're talking about? Like who you were working with, where you were? Can you hear me?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
So, sorry, I was reading something. Sun Distributing said my timing couldn't have been better with the Tint Clinic. I know that could have been like hard shut down. We had the Tint Clinic, and then Chicago started shutting down immediately after that. That was crazy. But yeah, we were in Chicago. We were at a company called Chicago Auto Pros. They have a great YouTube channel. They put a lot of content out on detailing, like high-end detailing. They do some paint protection film. They do all the automotive, like type of stuff that we're all interested in. So vinyl wrapping, PPF, window tinting,
Daniel
and
Reyna
then the
super
high-end
chatted
detailing with ceramic coatings and
$9.99.
stuff like that.
Big super chat from Daniel Reyna, $10 super chat. Definitely appreciate that, Daniel Reyna. And it worked. I could definitely hear it. They should have heard it too. So sorry.
I started to hear something, but I was still talking to you.
Yeah, sorry.
Oh no! Hey, enjoy those super chats,
yeah, right.
man.
You gotta love the super chats. Thank you, Daniel. Appreciate it.
Yeah, but the clinic was incredibly fun. So we were in the Chicago area. We're about like 40 minutes out of the main city. So we're right over in that side of Illinois. And yeah, they have this awesome like 13,000 square foot facility. So they basically have a window tinting area sectioned, partitioned off by garage doors. So they have like a garage inside of the warehouse garage. So they do all their detailing and stuff. They pull cars in and out, wash them, do all the paint correction and stuff outside, and then all the cars that they're tinting, they pull into a special well lit area, and they do full paint protection film and stuff in there too as well. It's really, really impressive. They have like a studio lighting type setup for each car. they have those racks that come down for detailing. So they have all their chemicals that come through like feeding tubes and stuff like that they can just spray out. Everything's on hand. Really, really cool place. Beautiful showroom. And they just have like what they've done with marketing with their YouTube channel is I think exactly where I would want to go on a place like that. They're putting out helpful information for people. They're putting out cool videos, just showing like the creativity and the passion behind a lot of the projects that they do. And that's turning out like a lot more business for them. And just like, so one of the most creative things that they actually did was earlier on, they got in touch with like a Tesla group, offered full paint protection on somebody that was pretty high up in one of the Tesla groups. And then they in turn got probably, I think they said like 20 full Tesla Model 3s for full PPF over time. And they pretty much turned that into the norm. Something that you wouldn't have thought, like that, you know, even one of the owners said, they're like, oh shit. Oh no.
Oh, here
no,
it
we're
comes.
missing it.
Here
Oh,
it comes.
damn it. I missed that one. That drive-by. Daniel Reyna, again, with the $5 super chat.
Oh,
Dude,
Daniel Reyna going back and forth, back and forth. Daniel Reyna had a quick question. He said, hey, Pat, who was the toxic guy the other day on your live channel, on your live stream channel? He was so negative. Daniel Reyna, I think I remember the guy that when I was tinting the Ford Transit Connect, that, oh, hold on. Let's see if you can hear it.
I'm listening. I don't hear it on mine.
Hasn't gone yet. There it is. Wait, hold on.
There it is.
Daniel Reyna super chatted $4.99.
Daniel Reyna with the $5 super chat. Definitely appreciate it. Thank you very much. Yeah, I don't know who that guy was. He was a random guy that was just like everything I did, he was like negative. Like I was cutting on the glass, he's like, oh yeah, he's gonna score the glass. And then like, like anything I did, he was like, nope, that's not it. And then I put like a bench near on the side so I can stand on him. He's like, yep, that's gonna hit the thing and dent it. And I'm like, dude, calm down. Yeah, sometimes you get people like that, Daniel. It is what it is.
That was nonstop on my channel when I started showing videos. It was just like, you know, even when people were posting pictures of a tinted car, people would point out like, you know, if you had a knocked over bucket in the corner, people would be talking about more about that than the car itself. Like it was obnoxious. People look for like the one or two things that you're doing, and they'll just try and pick it apart and make it about that rather than about what you're doing. It's
crazy sometimes. Definitely crazy.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yo, I remember that guy, Z Customs. Yeah. It is what it is. If people listen, I verbally let people know, be like, hey, this is what we're doing. This is that. You might be new to the channel. You might not understand how we do things here. And I give people chances and I let people know, hey, don't be an asshole, you know? And then if they continue to do so, then I hide them from the channel. There's a way that you can hide them from the channel so that they basically can't post anymore.
Right.
So that's how we take care of it. Plus Matt's an admin for my channel. I'm an admin for his channel. So usually like one of us is watching the other one's stuff usually most of the time. And if something's really, really nasty, then the admin just boots him.
Yep.
No big deal.
Yeah, and it's like it's tapered down a lot over the years too. You'll still get that occasional one, but overall, like it's real interesting to see how you can like when you start guiding your channel in a certain way or your chat in a certain way, like it starts to take care of itself over time.
Yeah, you have the loyal people. You definitely have to start building. Yeah, you're right. Like when you first start, it's like everyone wants to shit on you. Like, what are you doing?
Wait. Oh shit. My window fell. Hang on. Let me bring it back up. Hopefully it didn't just. Oh no. I'm gone. Why am I gone?
What happened?
Oh no.
Is it falling apart?
No, this one. Oh, there we go. Okay, I fixed it. Boom. I was pulling up this window and then all my windows disappeared. And then it's this one. I'm gonna replay a super chat from Dan Arena.
There you go. Daniel Reyna said, yeah, like, oh my god, the one who flew over the cuckoo's nest. Daniel Reyna, are you watching both live streams like on two different devices? Because he's just messaging in mine and super chatting in yours. Jeremy B, I remember people would always complain about how much water Matt would use. Yeah, well, that video's got
Yeah.
like 7 million views. I mean,
Oh yeah, that's great. So that video, of course, like was one of the most popular ones on the channel. Oh, we got it again. We got it again. Oh,
a
we got a different one.
different person.
Marinus, he says, "Stay safe, brother, in this bad nightmare, and take care, dude." Thank you so much for the €5 super chat. I really appreciate that.
Decker?
I will. I'm doing what I can.
Is that Marinus
Um,
Decker?
yeah.
Oh god, he's a solid guy. He's been a part of the channel for a couple
Yep.
years now.
Yeah,
Couple
he's been a
years.
supporter of mine too. It's great. What were we talking about? Oh yeah, the water on the panels. Yeah. So I don't know. I don't really have any good way of covering up a panel that's convenient for mobile. So that's why we're messing around with like plastic and stuff. So, but like in this space, especially, I want to take care of some of those like loose ends. Oh boy, we got another one. Wait for it. Here we go. Come on, come on. I know you can do it.
Next time you got to put the audio in so I can hear it.
No, it's on.
Oh, I think when we do the video, I think you have to choose the
There it
option.
goes. I love this one.
Oh, I got one. Hold on. Here I go. I got one coming in. Hold on. Hold on. Uh-oh. Hold on. Wait, listen. Wait.
Marinus Decker super chatted $5.65. Stay safe, brother, in this bad nightmare.
Thank you, Marinus Decker. Really appreciate it. That's €5. If anyone wants to know that the exchange rate for €5 is $5.65 US dollars. Thank you very much, Mr. Decker. Appreciate it. Z Custom says, how does YouTube pay you since your channels have been getting a lot of more exposure? YouTube pays us a number of different ways. Our super chats, we have a 70-30 split. We keep 70 and YouTube takes 30. Advertising, we get partial advertising revenue from it's a 55-45 split. And then and then we have other revenue streams. Matt sells Glassade, I sell dry shrink prep. We both have sponsors for the channel, and a number of different things. So there's
well, taking that back to just like the very basics, it's all views. If you get 1,000 views, it's like the channel earns about $6 to $7, and then YouTube then splits that like 45% and 55%. But that's just like bulk revenue for that. So we're running into springtime, so we have a surge of people that are looking into window tint or getting their cars tinted, stuff like that. People coming into springtime. So we always see a boost this time of year. Everybody's coming in to get their cars tinted too. So shops see a boost. Just the whole industry gets a real boost from this time of year. So some people have asked too. In the meantime, they're tuning in a little later. How the coronavirus is affecting everything. We talked about that a lot already, but the brief summary is it's definitely like slowed down a lot here too. Technically falls under automotive repair. So we could still work, but that's really up to discretion of you as a person. Be safe.
good questions.
Yeah.
Benster077 says, I learned so much from you guys. Thanks. You're welcome.
Appreciate it.
Right? It's so nice when people are nice.
Yeah. Yeah, I know. Yeah, we got a lot of good people for sure.
We do. And Matt and I have been doing this, have been going heavy in the live streams. Like I've been trying to put videos together. I put that Tint Wiz video together, but that's like super like in-depth niche. Like I'm not getting a lot of views. I got like 100 views on it on YouTube, but then like I put it on my YouTube on the Facebook group, and I upload it natively through there, and I'll get 1,000 views on it, but then it disappears. So
yeah, so me too. I've been going super hard into live streams. I neglected video in the meantime. I need to do a happy amount of both, but live it's the first time I've ever really felt safe with content, because YouTube's always a guessing game. So just a real brief summary of this is like when you post a video, you put a lot of time, you put a lot of effort into it, and that video just you know, doesn't get as many views as like like a meme video that you make or just whatever else. Like you as a business, as a person, like you want to see your stuff grow. And the only way that you're going to get YouTube to kind of make sense is for the channel to start growing, for the numbers to not dwindle. And with live streaming, the numbers on views are lower, but the support has been astronomically higher. And people have been more interactive, and it's just been a lot more fun. So we can build a much better community off of doing live stream and having real interaction. And it's, in my opinion, when it's structured right, it's a much more powerful teaching tool than I can do with video. With video, I can go a little bit more in depth on particular topics and give like a 10-minute summary. But with a live stream, we can go for a couple of hours on just a specific car or on a specific category and stuff like that, and really like get those, you know, different type of questions answered. And the community vibe has been incredible on that.
Uh-oh. Did you get one too?
Daniel Reyna super chatted $4.99.
We're gonna have to add a couple more car sounds.
Right? Daniel Reyna with the $5 super chat. Definitely appreciate that, Daniel. Don't forget,
Dude.
Daniel, you can type a message.
Daniel Reyna,
never
yes,
types a message.
Thank you again for the $5 super chat.
Daniel again,
So,
double dipping on both channels.
yeah. So I've been looking for good car sounds, and they're surprisingly difficult to find.
Yeah, mine's just
with
a
like
ding,
a clean
ding, ding,
background. There's like lots with like strong wind noises or people yelling in the background or just overly distorted. So I've been looking for some, and I'm trying to play some different ones. So the like iconic sounding ones right now. So we have a Dodge Demon, and then I found this other one of a Nissan GTR that like has this really cool rev up, and then there's this spot where it like lulls out, and then you hear that engine pop. It's super fucking cool.
You need to take the wireless Go and put it inside the engine. Serious.
Well, it would have to be stuck on really the exhaust pipe too, I think.
Ah, that would be too. Z Customs asks, Daniel, what do you do for a living? Daniel Reyna is a window tinter. He's been tinting for like 30 plus years. He's out of Cali, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Daniel Reyna is good people. Been a long time supporter and sub and everything.
Yeah. He's been great.
Tint. I like he's a man of few words. So what do you do for a living? Tint.
Yeah. He keeps things relatively simple. But he's been a huge supporter. A lot of the times, you know, when we were doing the GoPro live streams at the shop, he'll have like full ceramic jobs going while I'm working too. And he's just like, when he can pop in and out, that's what he does. So it's been fun.
Hell yeah.
Where are we at right now? I'm not so much looking at the time.
We're over an hour and 12 and change, to be exact.
Cool.
I know. It goes quick, right?
Yeah, I know. These are fun though.
Yeah. You want to wrap it up?
Is there anything else that we need to talk about?
Let's take a 2-minute warning. Any of you guys that are watching here, give us 2 minutes. If you guys have any questions, concerns, shout outs, criticisms, now's the time. Go ahead and put it in here. If you guys have questions for Matt in my chat, go ahead and ask now, and then that way you guys can get your questions answered, and then we'll go ahead and wrap it up.
Ken Glass said, you guys together make 2 different views. Wish you lived closer together to do videos. That would be cool. Yeah, I've talked about moving down to Florida some.
Yeah, because I'm not moving to Michigan.
No, I want to get out
too
of the
dang
state.
cold. I've talked about it. Hopefully, a couple more sponsorships on the old channel, and I think we can do it.
Yeah, I definitely would like to move somewhere warmer. It's just families around here, and you know, it's moving to somewhere and setting back up is always a little bit of a challenge, but I think it'll happen. But for now, I think the next couple of years, I'm definitely staying here. So
yeah,
especially with the Detroit Tint Studio name.
Just getting it all saved up, baby. Getting it all saved up.
Yeah, but what's cool about that too is like it's Detroit Tint Studio, but I can change that. I can change that with another city depending on where I move and stuff like that.
Or a franchise. Sell that one and open up another one.
It's true. That would be that's always a tough thing to try and manage.
To sell one?
It's just trying to find the right people. I mean, because like that's always the headache is it's such a skilled trade. So when somebody builds up their own shop and they're looking to hire proper help, that getting them trained and adhering to similar standards. I mean, I don't want to name names right now, but you know, I've heard it from all over the place, whether it's a good looking shop or not. You still have, like at a lot of places, you have a similar sentiment where people, a lot of tinters, they're very independent business owner type people. So when they do it, they see how much money they're physically bringing in and they feel like they can do it all themselves. So that's exactly what happens a lot of the time. So there's very few like franchised window tint establishments.
Yeah, it's difficult. I mean, maybe a conversation for next time.
Yeah. Yeah.
Let me think
I have
here.
no good direction on where to go with that yet, but
yeah, one step at a time. Let's get past this whole coronavirus thing, and then
you know, let's figure out how to build a business in the middle of a crisis first.
Right?
Let's go.
The beauty.
What else
could
possibly go wrong right now?
All right, guys. I think we're gonna wrap it up at this time. Definitely appreciate you guys that are watching Matt's chat. Thank you guys for joining. If you guys don't know Matt runs the YouTube channel Tint Stuff. I hope you guys know him. Go ahead and check out his channel and all the goodies. Hit the bell.
Yeah, dude. And this was right here. This is Patrick. I know you guys have seen him around here and there. Obviously people are popping back and forth, but
right.
The window tinting business channel / Patrick Latman is where you can find him. If you type either one, you'll find him, or just search Tint Stuff. Well, not Tint Stuff, but stuff about tint.
Right.
You'll find him.
It's either me or you. It's either or. So
yeah.
All right, guys. Well, thank you very much, guys. We're gonna go ahead and shut her down, and we'll see you guys on the next time around. I don't know.
Yep. See you guys in the next one. We'll be doing, I don't know. Be doing something probably tomorrow. We'll do another live stream, I'm sure, tomorrow, or I'll shoot a video or something.
Right. If we got downtime, right? Why not? We'll figure something out. If you guys liked what you see, comment down below. Let us know if you guys like it. Maybe some topics to go over, and we'll get back on it together.
Yep. Alrighty. See you guys.
Thanks, guys. Bye.